Jussie Smollett. Step over. That's what you need.
Take a small step this way. Perfect.
Remember when this guy, Jussie Smollett from Empire, the TV show, said that at 2 o'clock in the morning at 20 degrees below freezing, he decided to go to Subway to get a sandwich. And on his way to Subway, two guys wearing MAGA hats jumped him, beat him down, called him all kinds of racial slurs, and put a noose around his neck and ran off. Well,
I just need the police to come by. I work with an artist. I don't really want to say his name, but some guys, I don't know, they jumped him or something like that.
I work with him, you know, so he is like a star. He works on the show Empire, so I think he doesn't want that to be a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And the thing that bothers me the most, kind of makes me emotional, is they put a makeshift what you call the thing, a noose around his fucking neck. Sorry, you know.
Do you guys live together? Or?
No, I'm just his creative director. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to take it off or anything?
Yeah, I do. I just want y'all to see.
72 River.
There's bleach on me. They put bleach on me. Okay. I don't want to be filmed. Okay, so can we turn it off?
Yeah, you're giving us permission to shut it off?
well, as it turned out, it was a hoax. Now, black people throughout the United States, they were able to read this one with their eyes closed because it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound right at all because it made absolutely no sense. As it turned out, Jussie Smollett paid these guys $3,500 to perform this hoax. As a matter of fact, he offered them $4,000, but he only paid them $3,500. So Jussie owes him like another $500, which he hasn't paid them as of yet. What I like about these guys is that they're not necessarily intelligent, but what I do admire about them is their confidence. They're two brothers from Nigeria, and they're gonna do a reenactment of what happened on that in Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning at below 20-degree weather. So here we go.
They took our beautiful bench. This is where we waited for Jussie to come before we attacked them. So we got here with 10 minutes to spare, and we had to plan our escape route to survey the land. His building is actually right here, right above the stairs that we're going to attack him at. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4
Roughly
minutes,
4 minutes.
but it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye, and I was like, okay, that's him, let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that neck.
Get that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on, let's get him.
Get that neck.
Let's get him. As we crossed the street, we said hey to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey! He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey!
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick. It's MAGA country.
Yeah.
And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow, because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look like he fought back. That was very important for him, because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that. and then I threw him to the ground. And after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this. Why did I do that? To give him a scar, to give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
One thing's for certain, both these guys deserve their own TV show. And by the way, Jussie, pay these guys their $500. You still owe them.
Okay.
I am not suicidal, and I am innocent.
Mr. Smollett, we're the ERT team, emergency response team. We handle all the high-profile guys. We had R. Kelly when he was here. You're in safe hands with the whole situation. A highly professional group of guys there.
And here's, looks like extra large pants. And also an extra large shirt.